Hey guys, Dan for Will the Mr. Grey, Dandalf the Grey. Just a quick video. I'm standing up because I'm sick of sitting down basically. I refuse to sit down. But anyway, I watched a video the other day which was posted in a Discord. I'm not going to name their names, but basically he was critiquing debunkers, which is fine. Everyone's allowed their opinion, it's totally fine. Some of the stuff he said was a bit off, and some of the other opinions he had, I didn't agree with them, but they are his opinions after all. But he said something in the video which is interesting, because I had a comment which is exactly the same a couple of weeks back, and I answered the exact same thing. Basically, skeptics can't be debunkers. Skeptics can't debunk the paranormal. When he said that, apologies if it's a bit echoey because I'm sitting away from my, standing away from my microphone because I'm sick of sitting. He was like critiquing a debunker, and like I said, that's totally fine. But he said, how can you debunk the paranormal if you're a skeptic? You have to be a full-blown believer in order to debunk the paranormal. Now, my take from that, I'm an open skeptic. I'm always fully upfront about it. I always say in my bio, I'm not debunking the paranormal, I'm debunking the videos and the bullshittery on YouTube I see. But I will always give my opinion on something in a video which, you know, they say, oh my god, it's a demon. I'm like, no. My take on it, right? My answer to this comment the other day, I didn't comment on that video, but the answer I gave to this person in the comment section of one of my videos, I said, I believe that skeptics are even better at debunking paranormal happenings or shenanigans. And a couple of reasons why. If you're a full-blown believer, totally fine by the way, or if you're a full-blown believer, those little bumps, those little creaks you hear in the house at night, you're like, oh my god, what's that? It has to be a ghost. Oh my god! It's a ghost. It's definitely a ghost. So I think whenever, I know there's paranormal investigators out there who do their own debunking, and you know, there's some of them, they're like sort of 50-50 skeptics, which is fine. But in my eyes, right, because I always say I come from a scientific approach to it. I'm not a scientist. I say that all the bloody time. I'm not a scientist. But I do follow the scientific method when it comes to these things, especially on paranormal videos. I always have. In my eyes, the skeptic is the better person to take along on these paranormal investigations or whatever, because every single bump or creak which happens, they're gonna like try and figure it out. It wasn't that demon shadow, dude. You just heard it in the background. It was that pipe banging because the boiler hooked. Or you know, that groan you heard might be because you're in an abandoned building. The windows have been smashed to bits by kids. And you're just hearing distant groans, but obviously at night, when things are quiet, sound travels. Especially in abandoned buildings, because they're usually unfurnished, and you know, sound bounces off walls like it is in this room probably. So, you know, I think a skeptic is the better person to debunk the paranormal, if you ask me. I think full-blown believer, even 50-50 believers, they're always, not always, but most of the time, they are going to jump to it. Did we just hear a girl scream in the distance? No, it's Maggie May down the road running for the ice cream van. You know, so it's always, in my eyes, this is my perspective. I am a skeptic, an open skeptic. And for those that are like, you don't have any qualifications, I don't, but neither do these ghost investigators. But what I will say, I've been interested in the paranormal since I was a little tiny kid. And you know, this isn't something new to me. I've always been interested in that stuff. I've read books on it. I've read about science experiments. I have a ghost book right there. Right there. It's something I've always been interested in, and I know I look like a young, dapper 22-year-old man. I'm actually in my 40s. Which side of the 40s? I'm not telling. That's the way I always look at it. You know, I'm old enough to know how to dad dance, even though I'm not a dad. Whenever I see someone saying, you can't debunk the paranormal, you're a skeptic. How dare you? I lean to the other side. Well, actually, I'm going to find the more logical explanation to you. A little demon shadow dude you've got in your basement at night at 3 a.m, which is probably a rat, or your neighbour downstairs, next door, knocking on the wall. You don't know. But I'd like to know what you lot think, because I think the majority of the people on my channel, at least, are full-blown believers. Like I said, I welcome, from all aspects, I welcome it everywhere we go. I'd be interested to hear what you know. Well, let me know, am I wrong or am I right? Or am I like somewhere in between? But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Leave a like if you like this video, leave something new to my channel. I do this quite often. I'm going to be standing up a few times now because I hate that chair. It's the worst chair. It makes sounds, not ghostly. It's creaky, it's uncomfortable, I hate it. Anyway, thanks for watching, goodbye for now.